As a film blogger who specializes in new releases, brothers, I'm back again with a brand new movie. Today, we're looking at a newly released 2025 Southeast Asian horror film, 011, Jingzhou Island. Southeast Asian horror movies often revolve around folklore and religion. In Malaysia, there's a small island that, from a distance, looks like a skull. It's said that over 200 years ago, a tribe lived there. But one night, the entire village vanished without a trace. Some say a cruel witch killed all the villagers, but even now, no one has ever found their bodies. More than 2 centuries have passed, and the story of the island has long been forgotten by the outside world. 044. To prove their bravery, a group of young people decide to spend a night on the island. Little do they know, they're stepping into a place of terror. As soon as they arrive, Lily is drawn to a beautiful bird. To capture it on camera, she chases it deep into the forest. Her friends, worried for her safety, follow her in. Without realizing it, they wander deeper and deeper into the woods, until they stumble upon an abandoned village filled with eerie scarecrows. At the entrance, a thick rope blocks the way as if warning outsiders not to enter. The village looks dark and sinister, but the daring Daxi refuses to believe in superstition. She tears down the rope. When nothing happens, the others follow her inside. Only Kelly feels uneasy. Since they must stay overnight, they choose an old, broken-down house to rest in. 1:48. At first, everything seems normal, and they soon fall asleep. But in the middle of the night, the door begins to creak open on its own. Mark wakes up and sees the door moving, without any wind, like someone invisible is entering. Terrified but curious, he steps outside and sees strange smoke rising from the forest. Thinking it's a natural phenomenon, he goes back to bed without waking the others. Soon, faint crying sounds echo from the forest, but only Kelly can hear them. She wakes up, confused, and suddenly sees a terrifying sight. All her friends are sitting upright, their eyes tightly closed. No matter how she calls to them, none respond, and then one by one they lie back down again. 2:35. The horrifying scene chills Kelly to the bone. Before she can react, the crying returns, now louder. Following the sound, she steps outside and sees a vision. Villagers surrounding a woman who's crying over her dead husband's body. The village chief orders the man's body buried under a pile of stones and burns their house. The woman can only watch in despair. Overcome by grief and hatred, she eventually becomes a vengeful witch. Kelly wakes up at dawn realizing it was all a nightmare. But it felt too real, like a glimpse of the island's past. 3:11. The group begins packing to leave after their one-night stay. While waiting for their boat, Lily finds a mysterious photo in her phone's gallery. It shows all of them lying down in the same position as last night. But who took the picture? The 3 of them are terrified. Kelly shares her nightmare, and they all sense something bad is coming. To avoid panic, they decide not to tell the others. They wait all day, but the boat never comes. 3:41. It turns out their friends back on shore were pulling a prank and purposely delayed the pickup. The guide, learning they were stranded, becomes alarmed and tries to call them, but the signal won't go through. He texts them a warning, "Don't go near the abandoned village." But there's no signal on the island, so they never receive the message. With no other choice, they return to the same ruined village to spend another night. This time, they choose a different spot, away from last night's house. 4:11. That night, Daxi sneaks out with his girlfriend for some alone time. They accidentally kick over a pile of stones, the very stones under which the witch's husband was buried. When Daxi pours water over the spot, it awakens the witch's spirit. A mysterious force grabs him, and he vanishes on the spot. 4:39. When the others realize he's missing, they search the forest for hours but find nothing. They return to their shelter only to discover that another friend, Lao Hei, has disappeared too. A pool of blood is all that remains. Now terrified, the remaining friends rush to the shore, hoping the rescue boat has come back. After a long wait, they finally see the boat approaching.